Hello and welcome. So, you're starting to learn English, and maybe you feel like you're just stuck memorizing rules from a textbook. You spend all this time on grammar, but when it comes to actually using the language, you feel a little lost. Well, you are definitely not alone. That is a super common feeling. Today, we're going to put those books to the side for a minute and talk about the single most important part of learning any new language: practice. And I don't mean boring drills. We're going to explore fun, practical ways to make English a natural part of your life, which will boost your skills and, this is the big one, your confidence. Ready? Let's dive in. Before we get into any of the how-to stuff, let's talk about the most important rule of all. If you remember one thing from our chat today, please let it be this: have fun. Seriously, pásatelo bien. I mean, think about it, right? When something feels like work, you find excuses not to do it. But when you truly enjoy something, like a game or a hobby, you can't wait to do it again. Learning a language is just like that. If you can find ways to enjoy it, to connect it to things you already love, you won't need to force yourself to practice. Fun is the secret sauce. It's the fuel that keeps you going. So let's make that our golden rule for everything we talk about next. All right, so what's our roadmap for today? It's pretty straightforward. First, we'll start with the foundation, getting into the right mindset. Then, we'll talk about how to surround yourself with English. After that, we'll make sure it's enjoyable and turn practice into a game. Next, we'll tackle the big one: how to find and use your voice. And finally, we'll pull it all together so you can build your daily habit. It's a simple, step-by-step journey. Okay, first things first, the right mindset. Now, I know you might be thinking, just get to the tips. But trust me on this one. Your mindset is everything. It's like building a house. You have to pour a solid foundation before you can even think about putting up the walls. Your attitude is that foundation. It's what will keep you going on the tough days and help you celebrate the small victories. It really is the key to sticking with it for the long haul. So, what does a strong mindset actually look like? Well, let's break it down into these 4 key ideas. Number 1, be patient. You are not going to be fluent overnight. It's just not going to happen. And that is totally 100% okay. Learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. Some days you'll feel great, and other days you might forget a word you just learned yesterday. That's normal, so be kind to yourself. Number 2, be consistent. This is your secret weapon. Practicing for just 15 minutes every day is way, way better than studying for 3 hours once a week. It keeps things fresh in your mind and builds momentum. Number 3, be curious. Try to change your thinking from "I have to learn English" to "I get to discover English." Ask questions, be interested. When you're curious, learning feels like an adventure, not a chore. And finally, the really big one: don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes aren't failures. They are proof that you are trying. Every single mistake is a learning opportunity. So embrace them, learn from them, and keep moving forward. Okay, with that strong mindset in place, it's time to change your surroundings. Let's talk about how to surround yourself with English. The whole idea here is simple. You want to make English a normal part of your world, so your brain just gets used to seeing and hearing it all the time, even when you're not actively trying to study. You're basically creating your own little English bubble right from your own home. A super easy way to start is just by listening. I mean, listen everywhere. In the car, with headphones while you're making dinner, you could even put on a speaker while you're in the shower. Now, the important thing here is you don't have to understand every single word. This is called passive listening. The goal isn't to understand everything. It's just to hear it. You're letting your brain get used to the sounds, the rhythm, and the music of English. Your brain is like a sponge, just soaking it all up, and this will make speaking so much easier later on. So, what are some easy ways to listen? Well, music is a fantastic place to start. Find some English songs you really like, then look up the lyrics online. Try singing along. It's an amazing way to learn new words and phrases, and it doesn't feel like studying at all. Movies and TV shows are another great tool, and here's a little pro tip for you. First, watch something with subtitles in your own language, just so you know what's going on. Then, watch it again, but this time with English subtitles. You'll start to connect the written words to the sounds. And finally, when you're feeling a bit more confident, try watching with no subtitles at all. You'll be surprised by how much you pick up. And of course, there are tons of great podcasts made just for English learners that speak slowly and clearly. And it's not just about listening. Reading is also huge. The secret here is to read about stuff you already love. Do you like sports? Read a short article about your favorite team. Are you into fashion? Find a blog about it. When you're interested in the topic, you'll be much more motivated to understand what you're reading. But here's my favorite little trick. A real game changer you can do right now. Change the language on your phone to English.
Just think about it. How many times a day do you see words like settings, messages, share, like? Hundreds, right? By just changing that one setting, you will learn all those important words without any extra effort at all. It's a brilliant hack.
Okay, so our mindset is strong and we're surrounded by English. Now for the really fun part. Let's turn practice into a game. Because let's be real, studying can feel like a chore sometimes, but everybody loves to play. And when you're having fun, your brain is more relaxed and open to learning, so you actually remember things better. This is where we stop studying English and we start playing with it. Here's a super simple game to start with, and I promise you do not have to be a great artist. Stick figures are totally fine. Okay, step 1, grab some paper and draw a few of your favorite things. It could be an apple, your dog, a house, the sun, anything simple. Step 2, write the English word right under each picture. This helps your brain connect the image directly to the word. But step 3, this is where the magic happens. Describe your drawings out loud, even if it's super simple. You can just point and say, this is a house. The house is big. The house is red. It's a perfect, low-pressure way to practice your vocabulary in a fun, creative way. And there are so many other ways to play. You could get some friends together and play Pictionary in English. Or how about this one? Create a little dance routine for your favorite English song. Moving your body while you learn actually helps you remember things better. Another fun one is to play a scavenger hunt game, like, can you find something blue or something small? It gets you connecting English words to real things around you. Or, for a really practical one, try writing your meal plan for the week in English. You'll learn lots of useful food words you can use every day. All right, let's talk about the big one, the one that can feel, well, a little scary for a lot of people, speaking. It's one thing to understand English, but it's a whole other thing to actually make the sounds yourself. It's completely normal to feel nervous about this. But don't worry, the secret is to start small, in a safe and comfortable way, and just build your confidence step by step. Let's find your English voice. So what's the very first, most effective step to speaking better? Just read aloud. That's it, for maybe 15 minutes a day. Why is this so powerful? Well, speaking is physical. Your mouth, your tongue, your lips, they're used to making the sounds of your native language. They need practice to get comfortable with the new shapes and movements for English. So reading aloud is basically like taking your mouth to the gym. You're training those muscles, building that physical foundation for good pronunciation, even before you have your first real conversation. The next really big key is imitation. Honestly, just copying native speakers is one of the fastest ways to sound more natural. Think about it. It's how we all learned to speak as kids, right? We just listened and repeated. So find a short audio clip, like one sentence from a movie or a line from a song. Listen to it a couple of times, then pause it and try to say it exactly the same way. Don't just copy the words. Try to copy the music of the sentence, the rhythm. Just try to mimic what you hear. Now, if you're ready for a more advanced workout, you can try a technique called shadowing. And I'll be honest, this one is a challenge. Here's how it works. You play an audio clip and you try to speak at the same time as the speaker, just a tiny bit behind them, like you're their shadow or echo. It's going to feel strange at first, and you will definitely mess up. That's okay. That's part of it. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is to get your mouth moving at the speed of natural spoken English. Start with something very slow and just try it for 30 seconds. It's tough, but it's an amazing exercise for your fluency. Here are a few more simple ideas for you. First, use your phone to record your voice. I know, nobody likes listening to their own voice, but trust me, this is a superpower. Read a short paragraph out loud, record it, and then listen to it. You'll notice things about your own pronunciation that you never hear while you're talking. Another great tip, find a friend and agree to have a 1-minute conversation in English every day. Just 1 minute. The topic can be as simple as, what did you do today? And finally, learn a few key phrases that will help you in conversations, like, how do you spell that? Or, can you say that again, please? These are tools that empower you to learn even more. Okay, we've made it to our last and maybe our most important section, building a daily habit. We've talked about having the right mindset, surrounding yourself with English, playing games, and practicing speaking. But all these great ideas only work if you do them consistently. A simple plan that you actually do every day is so much better than a perfect plan that you give up on after a week. This is where we put it all together. The idea of a daily routine can sound like a really big deal, but it doesn't have to be. The trick is to link tiny bits of English practice to things you're already doing. It's called habit stacking. For example, do you drink a coffee every morning? Well, while your coffee is brewing, you can read one news headline in English. You just stacked a new habit onto an old one. Do you take the bus to work? That's your time to listen to an English podcast. You see? You don't have to find an extra hour in your day. You just use the little 5-minute moments you already have. So here's what a simple plan could look like. You can see it's just one small thing each day for maybe 15 or 20 minutes. A song on Monday, an article on Tuesday, a game on Wednesday. Now, this is just an example, okay? The whole point is to make it your plan. If you don't like drawing, then maybe on Wednesday you use a language app instead. The best plan is the one you will actually do. So take a minute to think about it, create your own simple weekly plan, and write it down somewhere you can see it. And as you get started with your new routine, please remember this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. Some days you're going to feel tired. Some days you might miss your practice. That's not failure. That's just life. Just show up the next day. Even 5 minutes of practice on a busy day is a huge win. Think of it like building a big brick wall. Every day, you just add one brick. One brick doesn't look like much, but if you keep doing it day after day, you eventually look back and realize you've built something massive and strong. That's exactly what your small, consistent efforts are doing for your English. So we've covered a lot today. Let's just boil it all down. What are the big takeaways? It really just comes down to these 4 things. Number 1, have fun. Connect English to things you love. Number 2, surround yourself with a language every single day. Number 3, practice speaking, even if it's just to yourself. Use your voice. And number 4, create a simple, consistent routine that you can stick with. That's it. That is the path. So I want to leave you with one final question to help you get started. What is one new English habit that you will start today? Not tomorrow, not next week, today, right now. Will you go change the language on your phone? That takes about 30 seconds. Will you find one English song to listen to? Whatever you choose, no matter how small it seems, doing it right now is the first step on your amazing English journey. Thank you so much for your time today.